Hey everybody, I am just tuning in for Tuesday Tuition. I'm just going to make sure that you can all hear me and of course you can see me. Just a few minutes late tonight actually, because I was just quickly sending out the email just to see who would be willing to jump on behind the scenes. And I'm just going to check online quickly, bear with me. Just to make sure that I am on live. If you are here and if you can see me and hear me, please do let me know. So thank you so much for those of you that have tuned in. Let me just shut some of these windows down. Okay, so it is Tuition Tuesday and my name's Netty Bryan and I'm so grateful to be here with you again for this week's session. So as soon as you hop on, please do let us know who you are in the comments. And just to let you know, we are on week 2 of a new kind of challenge. It was kind of like a secret challenge because I didn't actually advertise this, but this is really all about helping you to jumpstart your business growth. And trust me, I know how important a subject this is, especially if you are a brand new entrepreneur and you are just starting out, or even if you've been in business, for maybe 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, actually getting across that pivotal point where you're sort of seeing some momentum and seeing some growth can be really challenging. So the idea came to me and I thought, let me just put on a very low-key, semi kind of weekly challenge on a Tuesday. And this is week number 2. All right, so I'm just going to quickly check in on live. Great. Okay. So we've got Nicole. Lovely to see you, Nicole. We've got Amita. Let me just say hi to a few people that are on. We've got Denise on. Guys, what I want you to do is get in your inbox, invite your friends. I'm going to be on for about 20 minutes or so, unless you keep me engaged with questions that I'm quite happy to sit here and of course, answer for you. So it's all about jumpstarting your business growth. And if those of you who were not here last week, what I spoke about was actually getting clear and on some of the things that you can do to move your business forward, because it's all important, isn't it, that you can have some ideas about how to move your business forward, because that is why you actually started your business, right? Not to stay stagnant where you are, not to move just a little bit, but really just to launch your business in such a way that it picks up momentum, it develops, it starts to grow. But the reality of it is, when you start business for the first time, you're on a high, but the challenges do come. And that's kind of the things that we really wanted to talk about over the next few weeks, was how can we overcome some of those challenges and what can we do in order to help our businesses grow and develop. And trust me, I've been in business now for 11 years and I know exactly what it's like to see crickets. I know exactly what it's like not to get the momentum that you had hoped for initially in your business. And that's what we're going to be sharing with you, some of the things that you can do. And of course, we've now changed trajectory because a lot of business is actually done online. Beforehand, it was very much bricks and mortar. I was very much a service-based business that used to go out into the community. But pretty much, of course, since COVID, everything we pretty much do is online. So we're in week 2. And before I go any further, I'm just going to introduce myself for those of you who might be brand new to the group, who don't exactly know me. And as I say, my name is Annette Bryan, aka Netty B, and I am the founder of Power Up Coaching, which is the #1 faith and money breakthrough academy for female entrepreneurs, predominantly faith-filled female entrepreneurs, coaches, course creators, and people who are wishing to start their businesses online. What we do here is we coach you, we edify you, we equip you and release you into the marketplace by creating the foundational piece that you actually need for your business, which is an expert signature system, and then all of the things around that, helping you to create your high-end offers, helping you to do your branding, your marketing, also helping you to understand who you're serving. So that's about your niche, helping you, which is my love, to sign on your own brand new clients into your offers, programs, and services, and so much more behind the hood of the Dream Business Launchpad. And the other love that I have is to help, women just like you to heal your relationships with money, to understand your relationships with money as well. Because when you can do this, you get a great understanding of who you are. You start to charge what you're worth. You then end up synchronizing your spiritual and your financial destinies. And that for me is so important, because we know we've been placed on this earth to carry out the kingdom mission. And for me, we cannot build the kingdom without finances being appropriated in the right hands. And as I always say, when good women, and in particular when godly women get money, great things happen in the world. So if you believe that too, I want you to give me a heart emoji in the comments. And we've got Krista on with us tonight. Thank you so much. So we are on session 2 of the Jumpstart Your Business Growth teaching, literally just a few minutes teaching tonight. And I'd like to kind of view this as a weekly challenge, as I was saying, from the beginning. It's a weekly challenge and we are on week 2. So if you are here for the first time and you haven't really listened to week number 1, I'd like you to go back, take a look. I think it's still in the announcements. Take a look at that. And then, of course, you'll be able to catch up. So I'm going to be here for the next 3 Tuesdays, going live in the group for this specific challenge, which has 5 elements of a business growth plan. How does that sound? Does that sound good to you? If that sounds good, type the word good in the comments. And of course, I want it to be interactive. So do play with me, guys. I love putting on these challenges, but I do like to have some participation. So if you are going to be participating in this, I want you to put the word challenge accepted, of course, in the comments as well. All right, because there are action steps. Okay, there's going to be action steps for you to carry out, and trust me, it's not long. It's going to take you about 20 minutes for you to do at the end of the session, or where you can fit that in before the next week. All right, so I've given you a whole 7 days to take part. And if you're catching this on the replay, of course, please put the word replay in the comments as well. So we've got Adrienne Dawkins, she's saying good. We've got Nicole saying good. Fabulous, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to be touching on today is specifically related to getting ahead with new products or service ideas for your business. Nicole saying challenge accepted. Yay. Thank you, Nicole. I love it. All right. And Adrienne, challenge accepted. So new products or service ideas for your business. Now, here's a growing concern that I see happening with a lot of new businesses. They start out really well, very enthusiastic, really high momentum. Oh, that's my earring gone. Let me take that one out then as well. Really high momentum, but they don't have necessarily a robust growth plan. Okay, so what I mean by that is they don't have a robust plan to secure their sustainability. Okay, so they're missing some strategy behind that. And the truth of the matter is, and statistics say that most businesses start and fail up to 3 years. Now, if you can hit the 3-year mark and keep on going, that means you have some chance of success. Okay. And that's exactly what I want to happen for all of you who are here in the Dream Business Launchpad. You're not here just to sit pretty, to watch what I post, but you are here because I believe you have a business or you have an idea for business and you really want that to develop. You want that to grow. And of course, being in an environment where it fosters growth is, of course, the best place to be, right? Because it isn't just about me facilitating, but it is about each and every one of us supporting. So to get past that issue of, where your business might be struggling, you've got to realize that you've got to have fresh ideas that are coming in. So for us starting a business, it might have been great at that specific point, but they didn't realize that they had to wear many, many hats. How many of you have got a business right now that you didn't realize that you would have to also become the marketing guru, that you would also have to become the recruitment guru, that you'd also have to become the social seller, that you also have to become the accountant, and all of these different things when you started your business? You thought, right, great, I've got an idea, let's just go from the comfort of your own home, but quickly realize that in order for your business to grow, that you're going to have to get a few skills and learn a few strategies under your belt. If that's you, I want you to put the number 1 in the comments for me right now, okay? So sometimes the consequence of this, not realizing all of this, becomes you become all things to all men, right? So when you become all things to all men and all women, or all the women, what happens as a CEO is that you tend to lose your focus, or you lose your priorities. Or worse still, you end up spending more time in your business rather than working on your business, okay? And ask me how I know, because this was exactly what my challenge was when I first started out in my business. So I became someone working in my business, meeting everybody's needs, and then I was not seeing real growth happening because my strategy was wrong, and I didn't realize that the balance that I needed to have with working in and, of course, working on my business as well. But here's what I do know. In order to grow a successful business today, you've got to have a great deal more awareness of how a business can run effectively. And this is really all about embracing the digital transformation, because as you know, most things are online right now. It's very, very rare now that you can see where you have to go to a shop, for example. You can carry out most of your transactions online, and most of the big conglomerates are actually closing down or going into administration. So what does that tell you about bricks and mortar? There's got to be a transition period where people come online, right? And I spoke about this back in November in a UAE summit that I was doing. And it was actually surprising that many new entrepreneurs actually struggled with the transition from, say, employment or being in a career to actually becoming a business owner. All right. So that transition really does take someone to guide you so that you can miss all of those potholes. How many of you agree with that? We've got Deborah Bowers online. Hey, Deborah, lovely to see you. That you do need some guidance to transition from being an employee to being an independent business owner, running your own business, okay? But here's the thing that you need to know and master. You need to know that running a business is very different ballgame than being an employee. It's a completely different ballgame. And here's why. Here's why. And Deborah's saying she's one of those people struggling with that particular transition. And I get it. I totally understand where you are, my lovely. And I want you to reach out and want you to connect with me. And I want to give you some specific help around that. Adrian saying certainly. So one of the things and the difference is, number one, is the responsibility is all on your shoulders. Because the first thing that you need to do when you start your business, of course, you might be running it in the side bedroom of your home initially, but eventually you're going to want to incorporate your business. You're going to want to form it into a proper company. So depending on which country you are in, I'm based in the UK, so we register with a body called Companies House. If you're in America, you might register with a different governing body. But we have to make sure that we have a board of directors, we have secretaries, and we incorporate our company under a specific criteria. And that criteria for the UK is we want to incorporate as a limited company, sole trader, or sole proprietor, as you might know it in the USA, or what we call a community interest company, charity, or what you might know as an LLC, okay, or a 501 if that's correct, okay? So you've got to incorporate your company. So when you incorporate your company, that's when you then become even more responsible, because you are held not only accountable for what you're doing serving your clients, but you're also held accountable as far as paying your taxes, making sure that you, if you're registered as a charity or a community interest company, then you have have to submit a specific report every single year about the activities, of course, that you are carrying out in your business. All right. And the reason why I know this can be challenging, because not a lot of people recognize the amount of paperwork, legalities that are involved in actually running a business. Now, I've just helped my sister recently incorporate her own online business, and she's developed an eBay shop, and exactly the same things need to happen. I've got to take this out because it keeps falling down. Exactly the same incorporation strategies were needed to help and support her. And then, of course, you need to register a domain name. You also need to set up your email so that you also look professional. But that's not really what I'm talking about tonight. I'm just highlighting some of the things about running a business rather than working in a business. Does that make sense? Some of the things that you need to be considering. In order to grow your business, one of the options one of the things that you need to focus on as well is, of course, gaining clients, but also keeping those clients satisfied. So how are you going to do that? What strategies do you have, under your belt that you're able to actually keep your customers satisfied so that they become almost like a referral source for you? All right. And let's just do a bit of interaction here. If you are a business owner right now, let me know, what is one growth strategy that you are actually doing in your business as we speak today? What is one growth business? Hey, Donnie, lovely to see you. And here is just a list of some of those things that you must make sure that is happening on a daily basis, on a weekly basis in your business. Firstly, of course, the number one thing that you need in order for your business to grow is sales coming in the front door. Okay. And again, as I say, you started your business, but you didn't realize that you might need to focus on becoming such a great salesperson. You need to be able to become great at marketing. If you are scaling quickly, then of course you're going to need to hire staff. So therefore you need to have great interviewing skills. Okay. You're going to need to develop contracts for people that you hire, people that you work with, especially if you are running a coaching style or consulting business. You need to make sure that you've got your contracts in order and make sure that those contracts are checked by a lawyer for the correct languaging, etc. Because you're dealing with quite a heavy bit of finances. And if things go wrong, if you don't have your contracts in place, it can cause all sorts of problems. Okay. So if this is helpful, okay, can you type the word helpful in the comments for me? Okay. I'm just going to check right now. Okay, beautiful. So really the idea of starting a business is great, but you have to have a way that it's going to make that idea sustainable. Okay. So whatever idea you have, you've got to have a strategy that's going to make that idea that you have sustainable. And here's the thing, what I found works great is actually, as you all know, that I'm known for is having a robust signature process. You've got to have a robust signature system or expert signature system, as I like to call it, that you can turn into multiple offers, multiple programs, and multiple services that you share with your potential clients. And here's the thing, a lot of you might be thinking, well, I might not be in the coaching space. That is absolutely okay. Signature programs are not just for the coaching space, okay? Let me give you an example. As I mentioned previously, I helped my sister to incorporate her eBay store. Now, her signature program is based around the process that she used to start her business. And secondly, it's based on how she supports her customers and provides excellent customer service. So we developed a signature process so that she could be stand out from the crowd by the way she presents her offers, by the way she presents herself to her potential clients. And here's the thing, what she does, which makes her stand out, is that she has a robust complaints procedure. Okay, she deals with things instantly when they comes in, because one of her actual values for her business and promises is that she will provide you with excellent customer service, and excellent packaging. And if you go to Dawn's Boutique, I'm just giving you a bit of a plug here now. If you look for Dawn's Boutique on eBay, just to check the reviews that she has, well, that will give you an idea of when you're focusing on one area of your business and having a robust process, then of course that's going to enhance other people coming to purchase and buy from you. Okay, so Deborah's saying, yes, helpful. I get the paperwork done, but just not enough clients to give up the job, cannot pay the bills. I fully understand that, my lovely. So my darling, here's the thing. What I suggest for you is that you want to connect with me, because I'm running a boot camp. I'm just going to plug this just for a moment. And it's really all about getting better and more confident about your discovery calls. Okay, it's called the $1 Million Discovery Call Bootcamp. I'm running it for 2 days. It is a paid event, but it's not over the top, guys. I'm going to drop the link in a post for you so that you can hear all about that. Okay, if you feel that that's going to be helpful for you, it's going to help you to sign on your new clients and give you the confidence in sales, because not a lot of people are actually teaching you how to do this and to get out there, to know where to look and how to sign on your new clients. Okay, so back to the subject at hand. Having, a signature program or a signature process, it's going to do amazing things for you. Here's what it will do for you. Okay, it's going to eliminate the need to reinvent yourself every single time you sign on your new client, right? Also, you create it once and repurpose it multiple times. Now, if you are in the coaching, training, or course creation space, this is fantastic for you, because trust me, I've helped so many people develop theirs. And even in my own business, I have so many products that are spin-off products from my singular expert signature system that are creating passive income for me on the side. And as you grow, instead of thinking, what can you offer or what can you upgrade your clients to, you're going to have already factored that in from the foundation of your business plan. All right. You can also tap into your current customers. And of course, you can share ideas that you have come up with to get insights from them. So people who have bought from you before, you can go to them and say, I know that you've been an avid user of my service or connected with my business. I'd love to be able to get your ideas of what you think could help us to improve, enhance, or what else would you like to have from me as a service provided. Okay, so here's the thing, a great way to do this is, of course, to set up a group. If you're online and you don't have a group, I would encourage you to set up a Facebook group around your business. They are one of the number one strategies that most entrepreneurs use to grow and scale their business. And I don't want you to think about setting up a business as a hard thing, because it's not. You don't need to grow it massively, but it's good to have some kind of focus around your product or your service so that you can start to cultivate some brand awareness of who you are online. That way you can have discussions about what they like, what they don't like, and of course, what they want to see more of in relation to your offerings. Now, that's a great strategy. And almost every entrepreneur that I know, is actually utilizing that as a strategy, as a business growth strategy, but also to develop community as well. Okay. You can also tap back into some of the methods that I mentioned last week. And again, if you haven't watched last week's video, I'd like you to go back and have a look at that. And that's really all about getting feedback. Again, Facebook is a great place to do some research, because there's billions and billions and billions of people on Facebook, and guaranteed there's going to be at least 100 people who you want to work with, need to work with, but don't necessarily know that you are out there because they don't know about your brand, right? But if you're a B2C, Facebook is the great place to start. If you're a B2B, Facebook is a great place. If you're a B2C company, where you go working out with more corporates, then you might want to consider LinkedIn as your first platform. So one of the strategies is really being clear about where you want to market and who you want to market with, and really making sure that you are visible on those specific platforms. Okay. So here's another thing that I do as well. I also make sure that I ask my current clients, I connect with my current clients and I say to them, what is it that you like about my business? What is it that you would like to see extra in my business? And what could enhance it and make it even better? Because when you tap into people who are using your service, you're going to get much more hands-on research information that's going to help you to improve. So the way you do that, of course, is by collecting surveys, right? And also you can do polls in your group as well. You can be visible on both. Nicole's asking, why can't you be visible on both? You absolutely can. Here's the thing. What I don't want to happen for many of you, because this is what I did when I first started, Nicole. I went on LinkedIn. I was on Instagram. I mean, I'm on all of them now. I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, Snapchat. I had all of them. But here's the thing. What happens is you lose your concentration because you become watered down. So the guidance really is, from a marketing perspective, is to choose 2 platforms that you believe your ideal clients spend most of their times, that you also feel comfortable with connecting on, because you need a different strategy for Facebook than you do on LinkedIn. Okay, you cannot cross-pollinate the same type of posting because they're just different guidelines and different rules. So I hope that's helpful. Okay, but absolutely, I would go for 2 platforms and spend your energy there, but make sure you have one primary where you can actually move most of your ideal clients across to. For me, most of my clients are on Facebook, so that's where I spend the majority of my time. Yes, there are clients on Instagram, but also LinkedIn as well. So the question that I've really got for you is, what is your growth strategy plan? Let me know in the comments, what is your plan for, let's keep it down to the next 3 months, okay? What is it that you're thinking about how you can develop and grow your business in the next 3 months, all right? And to give you an example of one of my growth strategies for the next 3 months is that I'm going to be utilizing what I've been doing for the last 3 to 6 months, which is focusing on developing Facebook groups with my ideal dream clients that I know that I am supporting, helping, but also they have a need that my service can meet. Okay, so whatever it is in your business, let me know in the comments, what is your growth strategy that you have? Also, you might want to consider having an email list. If you don't have an email list right now, you definitely want to develop one, because email marketing is still, in my opinion, one of the best ways to connect with your audience or your ideal clients. Because here's the thing, guys. We are not in control of online social media. It could be here today and gone tomorrow. And of course, if you don't have an email list, then actually all that effort that you are putting into connecting online on any platform is technically going to go to waste. Whereas if you start to build your email list from now, at least you've got a chance to continue to connect with your ideal clients. Deborah's saying she's got a meetup group. That's fantastic. I love that idea. And of course, don't forget the offline groups that you can connect to as well. Okay, so Nicole's saying, as a new author, it's about connection, 100%. And Nicole, what is it that you are doing, my darling, to actually let people know about your new book? Let us know in the comments, what strategy are you using to get yourself out there? One thing that I started to do when I authored my book as a co-author was I started to talk from some topics within the book, share them in live streams, give some tips, give some tricks on your business page, on your profile. Okay. Okay, great. So she's just started doing evangelism training. Excellent. Love that. Would like to know a little bit more about that, Nicole. Brilliant. And so that's it. So thank you so much for putting in your ideas about how you are marketing. And the other question I have for you is, what are your key performance indicators? How are you measuring how well the strategies that you are using are going? I'm brilliant. I'm invited, she says. Thank you very much. So you've got to make sure that you monitor your sales, okay? You've got to monitor your marketing attempts. And again, you need to make sure that you're monitoring the effectiveness of these. And the reason I'm saying this is because as CEOs and business owners, These are the questions that you need to be monitoring often in order to keep abreast of how your business is doing, so that you can actually make adjustments, you can make tweaks, and you can make changes accordingly, especially if something isn't working. All right. So Nicole's saying she's getting feedback. I love that. That's brilliant. And again, one such strategy that's working for me in keeping my growth going, as I mentioned before, was actually Facebook groups. And I love this. And I've been testing this strategy for the last few months. And that strategy really is working with people and asking questions about what their challenges are in their business. And of course, helping them by providing the right solution in what we term as a lead magnet. So if you haven't got a lead magnet, you might want to get one right now that gives them some information to help them to get to the next step. So you're providing value in that. And of course, the exchange there would be that they provide you with their email list that starts to build your list. And then you can start that connection with that individual. And hopefully over time, once they know you, they like you, and they begin to trust you, then they may potentially turn into a client of yours. So there's lots of different strategies. There's a lot to go into here. And if you would like to know how you can actually grow a Facebook group that's both impactful and income generating at the same time, I want you to tap into the comments the word FBG, and I'll send you a link for a book that I've just purchased myself that's going to really help you to do that. And also I'll give you some guidance and some advice as to how I've grown my Facebook groups and the different niches that I am serving within those as well. Okay, so Nicole's saying she's got a lead magnet. Great. Okay, so I've given you a few pointers in how you can actually grow your business online. And what I'd like to do now is for you to take these ideas, ponder on them. And if you don't have your expert signature system sorted or your offers packaged well, also type the word ESS in the comments. And I'd like to give you a free 15-minute business insight audit. That's what I'm calling it, a 15-minute business insight audit, where I'll take a look happily at your business growth strategy and offer you some pointers in the right direction. If that sounds good to you, if you would like to have a free 15-minute business audit, type the letters ESS and I'll reach out to you in a direct message and we'll get that going for you. All right, my lovely. So we've got a few people saying that right now. If you want the Facebook group growth book and strategy, again, type FBG or ESS for the business audit and I will make sure I attend to your responses. Okay. Brilliant. Nicole, you saying you were invited to go on a radio broadcast to share about your book. Brilliant. That one way to get out there, my lovely, is actually to get on podcasts. So for those of you who are listening in, if you haven't been invited by me on my podcast yet or my hot seat on Tuesdays, I'm inviting you right now. I know Deborah's been here. She's been on. Adrian, you've got ESS. Brilliant. Happy to support you on that as well. So here, guys, this is your action step for today. All right. We're in a challenge. So this is your action step for today. What I want you to do is contact 5 of your clients, right? If you've been in business over a year, go back, speak to 5 of your previous customers and ask them for an idea for a new product or service from what you're offering, okay? If you don't have 5 people to go to yet, ask someone who knows about what it is that you do. Ask someone who knows about your business what they would like to also see you offering. Okay, so I hope that's nice and clear. What I'll do for you is I will drop the action points in a separate post for you to see. Nicole, you're saying you're just learning to use Facebook. Brilliant. Well, I'd love to have a chat with you about that. Action point number 2. Once you collect your responses from those 5 people, I want you to add them to your group if you've already got a Facebook group as a poll, okay? If you don't know how to do that, I will help you. If you don't have a Facebook group, then what you can do instead is you can ask the question on your main page, you know, your main profile or your wall or perhaps on LinkedIn. The third action step, very easy, it will take you less than 20 minutes to do this, guys. The third action step is to comment in this group with the word new product achieved. Okay, so what this shows me is that you've taken the steps, you've gone out, you've spoken to 5 people, you've put the poll in your group or asked the questions on your Facebook or LinkedIn. And when you put the word new product achieved, I'll see that and then I will connect with you. All right. And all of this, my lovelies, is doable in less than 20 minutes. Yes, I'm going to put the questions in the chat in just a moment for you, Nicole. So thank you, guys. We've got Amita, Nicole, Adrienne. I'm just looking down here who we've got on live. Deborah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Just going backwards. We've got Denise, Coley, Amita, and you guys are fabulous. Thank you for taking the time to come on live with me today. And I do hope that you're enjoying these lives. And I want to make sure that you do get hold of everything that I am posting, not just in the group, but also I've started utilizing my emails so much more. So if you are not on my email list yet, you need to go to faithfilledfemales.nettyb.com. I'll drop the link in the comments. Sign up. I know you might be in the group right now, but you may not be on my email list, because God forbid, if Facebook were to pull the plug right now, then I would lose contact with all of you. Okay. And I don't want that to happen. So if you could do me a favor and go to faithfilledfemales.nettyb.com, I'll put the link in the comments, get yourself signed up through there. And then that means that you will be on my email list as well. So guys, if you have enjoyed this, I would love for you to like, comment, and share this video. And of course, I'll be popping it on the YouTube channel as well. And if you're not on there, you can go to youtube.nettyb.com to subscribe and support me on there. Okay, guys, I've thrown so many links at you tonight, so I'm going to be kind to you and make sure I put all of those in the comments. All right, so that's all I've got for you. And let me just scroll up to the top. Brilliant. Nicole saying she loves it. I love you guys too. And I look forward to seeing you same time, same place next week, Tuesday, for step 3 of the Business Growth Challenge. All right, take care. God bless you and have a fantastic week ahead.